Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the NRW where nerds rule the world. It is New Release Wednesday. I know. Yell at me, scream. I know, I'm sorry. It's been 2 long weeks. Some great comic books have come out since, and I have not been able to just yell them in your face about them. Yell about them in your face. You know English, it's fine. With that being said, we have seen a lot of amazing stuff come out in the last 2 weeks. We had San Diego Comic-Con. Did you see that Sandman footage? Did you see it? That new Black Panther trailer. Give Angela Bassett the Oscar right now. Right meow. Do it. I'm gonna be crying throughout the entire movie. I know I am. Congratulations to Keanu Reeves on filling up Hall H for 1 comic book. Berserker is a lot of fun. If you have not read it, you are missing out. It's fun. It's a fun book. You should do it. But for 1 comic book, literally broke records. But of course, it's Keanu Reeves. And then, of course, also congratulations, Keanu, on that John Wick 4. Ooh, that trailer. And by the way, yes, I can talk about that on a comic book podcast because John Wick has a comic book and it is canon inclusive. So just saying. And finally, and I mean, there are so many amazing things. Did you see Marvel's 10-year plan? Give me my blade now. Give me my gosh darn blade now. But Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Oh, if you have not seen those clips. I don't know what's happening with my lips, but I'm so excited. So excited. We have some amazing things coming, and we are in a great time in history to be a comic book fan, to be comic book fans. Dungeons and Dragons, Chris Pine in that gosh darn trailer. Dungeons and Dragons is going to be spectacular. This also feels like a really great time to remind you to not gatekeep. Really great fans are coming in. It's going to be so exciting to see some new faces here, there, and everywhere. But I digress. It's going to be a quick one today, so let's get started. Welcome to New Release Wednesday. And welcome to Wednesday, July 27th. Man, this year is going quick. Did you know they already have Halloween decorations out? I mean, for me, they're just my house decorations, but like for the average human, apparently they're just Halloween decorations, but it's like, it's almost Halloween, my friends. I just made some plans to go to like some haunted tours and everything. Like, it's becoming the most important time of year. The most important time of year. And with that, it's a great segue into our very first pick. There's only 2 this week, but it's a great segue into our first pick. It is a new period for Gotham. A sweet melody, a sweet gorgeousness. And I'm talking about this gorgeousness. Have you seen this new logo and cover style? Okay, 1, Darren Robinson, who designed the new Detective Comics logo. I can't speak words. It's unbelievable. It's incredible. We literally have 85 years of logos, changes coming forward, updates, shifting, making it more modern. But this, oh my God, this is probably one of the most beautiful covers with one of the most beautiful logos in history. I'm going to say it. My top 3 easy favorite comic logo ever. This new Detective Comics logo is. And if you aren't reading Detective Comics in general, you are missing out on some amazing, amazing stories that include some that just span the Bat family. They span the Rogues Gallery. It's their. Personally, I'm sorry, I'm just speechless. Like, I'm speechless about how much I love this series. Detective Comics is actually my personal longest running subscription. Friends, make sure you are subscribing to your comic books. It is my personal longest running subscription. I love Detective Comics. There have actually been very few chapters in the history that I have been reading that I have not been a fan of. I love Detective Comics. And if you have never picked it up, Detective Comics 1062 is the perfect one for you. It is the first of 3 in the Gotham Nocturne chapter. And it's so good. You can feel the melody, you can feel the lullaby, you can feel the harmony of the Gothic opera that is playing in this arc. It's gorgeous. It's soft, it's gentle, but at the same time, it's heavy. And it makes you think. It is a new night in Gotham, just like any other new night. But something is weighing heavy on Batman's mind. Bruce is not doing well. Something is wrong. Mortality has always been an issue. He's mortal. He doesn't have any powers. He's literally just some dude in a suit with a lot of money. But something else is the problem. Dread. Demons of his past, internalized, mental, physical. And it all boils down to that one big burning question. Is the true demon me? Am I the demon? Is it in me? Read Gotham Nocturne. It's just 3 chapters. If you've never picked up Detective Comics, this is where you start. Detective Comics 1062. Do it. Do it. Just as a general reminder, I am terrible with names, and creatives already don't get enough credit, and they definitely don't need, some basic bitch on the internet jumbling up their name. So all of the creatives that are associated to the books that are in the solicits are down in the description. Credit the creatives and not just the writer and artists. The editors, the letterers, the colorists, the flatteners, anyone that should be on that by page, that author page, should be credited. Publishers, when you are sending out your solicits, please make sure you are including the creative teams. They deserve the credit. They're the ones that create these stories that we love so much. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Sorry, my hair's just a mess today. I apologize. All right, number 2. Easy peasy day today, guys. All right, so look, and you can be mad at me for this. I'm okay with that. If you do not think that I would not spotlight a book when a character's co-creative decides to go back and rewrite, update, talk about anything on a character, do you think I wouldn't spotlight it? Do you think I wouldn't? There are some specific examples of where I wouldn't, but for the most part, like I wouldn't. Chris motherfucking Claremont, the king, is writing Gambit. He's back. Gambit #1, my friends from Marvel. Everything's just chef's kiss today. Oh, great books out. I wish there were more number ones so that I could share. There are some great number ones, don't get me wrong, but I wish there were more. Gambit he is a fan favorite. We truly love him. And we have seen stories on his origin before. We have touched on what he did before he became an X-Men. But now it's time to go a little bit deeper into some of those stories. And one really important one. You see, back before he became the X-Men known as Gambit, he was just some mutant who met a young girl named Ro. And yes, I mean Aurora. Storm. The greatest mutant of all time. And no, that is not my personal opinion. That is fact, just as a heads up. Fact. And you see, when she had been digressed in age by the villain known as Nanny. And with that, they met when she was technically a child, and they kind of got into some shenanigans. I mean, let's be honest. When Remy LeBeau wants to get involved with something, it becomes a shenanigan. That is what it does. What it does, what he does. I apologize. Respect the pronouns, my friends. Together, the two of them just get in, they just have some fun adventures that could literally be only dreamed up in a comic book. With that being said, they laughed, they joked, and they fought against evil. And these stories are what made Gambit into the X-Men, into the superhero, into the fan favorite that he is today. And that's what we're going to get in this story. A new piece, not his origin, a new piece of his origin. Because it's always great to know where they came from, how they started. Gambit number 1, my friends. Pick it up right now. Some really great covers out there. And that's it. That's really it. It's a nice, simple week this week. Head over to your local comic shop. Do you want to know about more comic books, some more really great titles on the shelf? Go talk to a comic book retailer. Seriously, that's what I am. That's what I love. I could sit here and literally chew your ear off about new books, or about books that are existing, about previous books, about where you can pick up on a title, like Detective Comics. Head over to your local comic bookstore, pick up your subscriptions if you haven't in a while. Remember, when you sign up for a subscription, you pick it up, you are supporting your comic book store. When the comic book store knows that you are legitimate about your subscription, that's when they go and they order books from the publishers. The publishers know how many books are out there, what's needed, how popular a story is, and that's how your favorite books stay on the shelves. It's how it happens. Simple peasy, simple, easy peasy. Go support your local comic shop, my friends. And that's literally it. If you want to follow me, or if you have any questions, you are looking for a local retailer to support, or if you have questions about subscription policies, send me a DM. You can catch me on Twitter at NerdIsAHeather, and on TikTok and Instagram at HeatherIsANerd. And of course, follow all of us at the NRW, where nerds rule the world, right here on the YouTubes. Hit subscribe. I never remember where it is when I'm doing this. So down there, hit subscribe, guys, right here on YouTube. And you can follow us on Instagram at New Release Wednesday, because we still own that one, and at the NRW on Twitter. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next Wednesday.